Don't you just hate it when it all falls apart on you? That's what just happened to a friend of mine. She was picking up her kids, so she has a vehicle full of kids, and the van decided not to start. So that's where we're heading right now to check it out. I think it's a fuel pump. They called me and sent me a video of what it's doing. I'm pretty sure it's the pump, but I'm gonna show you guys some tips on what to look at, what to check, so you're not paying Diagnosis, because more than likely it's gonna be the pump, more than likely. But let's head over there right now. We'll check it out. I'll show you guys what I look at, so if you ever run into this problem, you can fix it yourself. All right, here we are in the car. Cycle the key. I don't know what the heck that light is. Let's crank it over. Oh, the check engine light's on. That's a good sign. Uh-oh. It sounded like it wanted to start. This thing didn't have gas. Yeah, it has gas. So the easiest way to find out whether or not it's a fuel pump, I'm gonna take that off. Spray some brake cleaner in that second.
Your car is broken.
And then crank it over and see if it fires up. There it goes. See how it's running? So that kind of eliminates the ignition system, the ECM, and the computer part of it. So more than likely it is the pump. So next thing we got to do is check for power. Either way, we're gonna have to tow this thing. Unless you want to drop the tank here in the middle of the street. No? Why not? It's fun. All right, we got our handy dandy power probe here. And I believe if you read here, this 10 amp fuse is for fuel. Is that, yeah. So this 20 amp fuse and that 10 amp fuse, M37. So all we do, keys on. Got power. Oh, why don't we have power there? All right, so that is good. So they both have power when you crank it. So that's telling you, do it again. So let's check the fuel pump fuse, fuel pump relay, which is, I can't find the fuel pump relay. Why not? Okay, so far we can get it to start with this telling me that there's a problem with the fuel system. We have power at both fuses, which is telling me it's in the pump. So I'm gonna try this one trick I know. Basically, I smack the fuel pump with a hammer, and if it's stuck, it'll start to run again before I go ahead and check that power wire, because there's not much room and I gotta lay in the gutter. Like my teacher always said, I'd be laying in the gutter someday. But I'm no savage, so we're gonna do this. When I tell you, crank it over. Okay. Where's the pump? Oh, where? Oh, it's on the other side? Dang it. I'm gonna have to lift this thing. So the fuel pump, that's basically where it sits. Go ahead and crank it. That ain't gonna be it. Dang it. Let me find the fuel pump wiring. It looks like this is it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get it towed. It ain't nothing I can do here. So I had to tow the car to somewhere where I can put it up in the air, like it is now. And I looked on the interwebs, and I guess there's a lot of problems with these internal relays on these whatever control modules are, because the fuel pump relay is not integrated into this fuse box, which sucks. But apparently if I get voltage at that fuse right there, that pretty much indicates that the relay is still working. Now I'm gonna go ahead, there's like this little bypass chip that you can put on there to bypass that relay. So we are gonna put that on it, but in order to get this thing running, we gotta put a pump in it. We'll come down here. If you look at this connector right here, now I don't have the schematic, but more than likely when the fuel tank pressure sensor isn't part of this wiring, there's only 4 wires, which is a ground. We can pretty much assume that that is the ground because it's black. That, if you can see, is a thicker wire than those two, so I'm going to assume that those two are the fuel sender, and that's going to be power to the fuel pump. So I went ahead and disconnected this, put the power probe here, and cycled the key, and it lit up. So that's telling me that I'm getting voltage all the way back here. So that means I got to drop this fuel tank, which shouldn't be too hard. It looks like I just got to disconnect that line, and I think it comes down. That comes off there, right on this side. Why would they do that? You see how they routed the brake lines under that? That is ridiculous. So hopefully I don't have to move any of that. All right, let's put the jack under this and drop this tank. Luckily this tank isn't full. Got that loose, got that loose. Let's see if I gotta take it all the way down. Hold on. Let me get this line before it's breaking. Yeah, so that is a problem. I gotta take this off so get around these stupid lines. I'm telling you, that's the dumbest thing. Why they routed them on the filler. It's dumb. Like, it's gonna be easier to drop the whole thing.
It doesn't seem that heavy.
No, luckily it's not much gas in it. Go for it. More? All right, right there. That's good. No. Alrighty. Loose. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Ray. Alrighty, thanks to good old Automazone. Got the pump, put it back in. You get your seal. Rainy. Removing the tank isn't very hard. That strap has a 15. There's another one right there. Those two in the front. There's a fuel line and an evap line that easily come off. And then this evap line, and then there's another one that goes up in the tank right here. Very easy. Don't forget those clips. So See if it starts. Let it build up some fuel. Woohoo! So there it is, guys. That's all it was. On M25, if you have 12 volts coming out of that and at your connector, you should be okay. Now this does have that other issue with the relay, that internal relay that goes bad. So we are going to order that little jumper thing. It's only $100. It's just insurance, so make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, there you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. If you have this issue, you can go ahead and repair it yourself. Thank you for joining me once again. Please like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Catch you guys on the next one.